Every year, the world produces over 9 million tons of strawberries, and a massive portion of that comes from the United States. But behind their sweet taste lies a process most people never see. These bright red fruits aren't just desserts. They're the result of speed, pressure, and human endurance. Today, we're uncovering the full journey, from a vast field of California to the high-speed factories turning them into frozen products and jam. And trust me, it's more intense than you think. It all begins in California, a place responsible for nearly 90% of all strawberries in the U.S. Across 37,000 acres of land, strawberries are grown with incredible precision. In regions like Santa Maria, fields stretch endlessly, producing fruit almost all year round. But here's the surprising part. Strawberries are ready to harvest in just 70 days. And when that moment comes, everything speeds up. Harvesting isn't done by machines. It's done by people. Every year, around 55,000 workers step into these fields. Most of them are immigrant laborers, working long hours under intense heat. And this is where things get serious. Because strawberries are extremely fragile, one wrong move, one extra squeeze, and the entire fruit is damaged. Workers move quickly, almost running across rows, carefully selecting only the ripest berries. Not too soft, not too hard. Perfect timing is everything. They place each strawberry gently into boxes, because even a small bruise can make it unsellable. It's a job that demands speed, precision, and endurance. Once harvested, the race against time begins. Because strawberries don't wait. Within hours, they are transported to processing facilities, where machines take over. Some of these strawberries are sold fresh, but many are transformed. Inside the factory, the process becomes almost mechanical, almost ruthless. Strawberries are dumped onto fast-moving conveyor belts. Machines remove their green tops with surgical precision, cutting just enough without wasting the fruit. Then comes washing. High-pressure sprays blast away dirt and residues, while deep immersion tanks clean every surface. But here's something most people don't realize. Even after machines do their job, humans step in again. Workers inspect every single berry, removing anything that doesn't meet strict standards, because one bad strawberry can ruin an entire batch. Then comes one of the most critical stages, flash freezing. Strawberries are exposed to temperatures as low as minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 29 degrees Celsius. And it happens fast, within minutes. Why? Because slow freezing would destroy the fruit structure, turning it mushy. So instead, they freeze them instantly, locking in flavor, texture, and color. It's science, but also survival for the product. After freezing, strawberries are sorted by size using precision systems. Smaller ones drop through specific gaps. Larger ones move forward. Everything is controlled. Everything is measured. And yet, humans still double-check everything. Because perfection isn't optional, it's required. Finally, the strawberries are packed, sealed, and stacked, ready to be shipped across the country. But this is only half the story. Because some of these strawberries are about to go through an even more dramatic transformation. Welcome to the Jam Factory, where frozen strawberries are turned into something completely different. Massive frozen batches are dumped into industrial kettles. And here's the twist. Frozen strawberries are actually preferred because rapid freezing preserves their natural flavor better than fresh ones sitting in storage. Inside giant steel kettles, strawberries are mixed with sugar, pectin, and sometimes lemon juice. Then heat is applied, slowly, carefully, because too much heat can destroy flavor, and too little can ruin the texture. For nearly 30 minutes, the mixture is stirred continuously, thickening, darkening, transforming. This is where strawberries lose their original form and become something new. Once ready, the jam moves to automated filling lines. Warm, flowing jam is poured into jars with exact precision. Not a drop more, not a drop less. Machines seal each jar airtight, locking in flavor for months. Then comes rapid cooling, preventing condensation and preserving quality. And just like that, what started as a delicate fruit in a sun-scorched field becomes a product sitting on your shelf. But here's the question most people never ask. How many hands did it take? How much pressure? And how much precision just to create one simple jar of strawberry jam? Because behind every bite, there's a story of speed, labor, and a system that never slows down once the jars are tightly sealed. The journey still isn't over, because now every single jar must prove it's ready for market. They move forward to the labeling station, where automated systems take control with near-perfect precision. Labels are applied in milliseconds, each one carrying product details, branding, and traceability data. There's no room for error here, because one incorrect label can mean an entire batch being rejected. After labeling, the jars are grouped and packed into large cartons, carefully arranged to prevent movement or damage during transport. Within hours, these boxes are loaded and shipped out, beginning their final journey towards store shelves and eventually your home. But now comes a deeper question. How does it all begin? How do farmers turn a tiny seedling into the perfect strawberry? Back in California, the process starts long before any fruit appears. The land itself must be prepared. Fields are plowed and tilled repeatedly, breaking up the soil, improving airflow, and creating the perfect foundation for growth. Then, raised beds are formed with precision. This isn't just for structure, it's for survival, because proper drainage can mean the difference between a healthy crop and total failure. Next, these beds are covered with plastic mulch. At first glance, it might seem simple, but this layer controls moisture, blocks weeds, and even regulates soil temperature, creating a controlled environment in an open field. Planting comes next, and speed matters. Semi-automatic machines place each strawberry seedling into the soil at exact depths and spacing. Too close, and plants compete. Too far, and land is wasted. Everything is calculated. Watering is just as critical. Sprinkler and rotary irrigation systems distribute water evenly across the fields, ensuring every plant gets exactly what it needs. Not more, not less, because overwatering can destroy roots, while underwatering slows growth. Then comes nutrition. Automated fertilizer systems spread essential nutrients across the soil, feeding the plants with the elements required for strong roots, healthy leaves, and high yields. This is where science meets farming, and where small mistakes can cost thousands. And that's how a strawberry field is built in California. But not every region follows the same path. In Europe, the story changes. Here, greenhouse farming is far more common and far more controlled. It begins with something called runners. These are offshoots from mature strawberry plants, carefully selected for their health and quality. Only the strongest survive this stage. The runners are transported to sorting facilities, where workers inspect them one by one. Weak plants are removed. Only the best move forward. Next, these selected runners are planted into specially designed trays filled with nutrient-rich substrate. Unlike open soil, this environment is controlled, optimized for a perfect root development. The trays are then arranged in open fields. But this is only temporary. This stage allows the plants to establish strong roots before entering their next phase. And this step is critical, because weak roots mean weak plants. Farmers carefully position each runner in the trays, ensuring perfect contact with nutrients. It's slow, detailed work, but it determines everything that comes next. After 2 to 3 months, the plants are ready. Now, they move into greenhouses, where conditions are no longer left to nature. Inside, everything is controlled. Temperature, humidity, light. Each factor is adjusted to create the perfect growing environment. This is farming, engineered to perfection. Soon, flowers begin to appear, and almost silently they transform, turning into bright red strawberries, ripening evenly, beautifully, and predictably. Harvesting in greenhouses follows the same principle as in open fields. Delicate hands, careful selection, perfect timing. Because even here, one mistake can ruin the fruit. Once picked, the strawberries are packed immediately into containers, protecting them from damage and preserving freshness. From there, they are transported to nearby facilities where workers sort them by size, color, and quality. Only the best make it through. Finally, the strawberries are packed for distribution, ready to reach markets while still fresh, vibrant, and full of flavor. And just like that, the journey of a strawberry comes full circle, from soil to system to shelf. But now that you've seen the full process, you'll never look at a strawberry the same way again. If you enjoyed uncovering what really happens behind the scenes, make sure to follow the channel, and join us in the next video, because there's always more than what meets the eye.